Good morning, guys. Today we're going to be doing lesson 10.2, which is on histograms. This is one of my favorite lessons, so I'm really sad that we don't get to do this in class. You would have had the opportunity to play with dice to gather your own data and to make paper airplanes and fly them across the room to get your own data. But we're just going to have to do this way instead. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is let's talk about what a histogram is. And some of you we've discussed this already, and you know, a histogram is basically the same thing as a bar graph, except for there's no space in between the lines when you graph it. So I'm going to show you what that looks like in just a second. In order to get some data, I am going to roll a die, I should say, 20 times. So let's start by doing that, and I'm going to tally mark every time I get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So I'm going to spin, and I get a 1, so I'm going to tally a 1. I'm going to spin again. Oh, look, another 1. So tally a 1. I have a 6. So I'm going to tally a 6. That was my third roll. Fourth roll, I got another 6. Fifth roll, I got a 5. Sixth roll, I got a 1. Seventh roll, I got a 2. Eighth roll, 6. Ninth roll, a 1. 10th roll, a 5. 11th roll, a 2. 12th roll, a 2. 13 is a 6. 14th is a 6. 15th is a 4. 16th is a 1. 17th is another 1. 18th is a 2. 19th is a 4. And finally, my 20th roll is a 6. All right, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to see how many times. Let's see, for my 1s, I had 6 times. I got a 1. For my 2s, I had 4 times. For my 3s, I had 0. For 4s, I had 2. For 5s, I had 2. And for 6s, I had 6. That should add up to 20. Let's double check. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 0 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. And 14 plus 6 is 20. So I have all of my information. Now, I am going to make a histogram. Like yesterday, like the 7-leaf plot, the important thing is to make sure I label first. So I'm going to call this dice roll. That will be my title of my histogram. And then I'm going to make a rectangle. And then I'm going to have to label my sides. This is going to be the number I rolled. And we're going to have from here to here be rolling a 1. From here to here, I'd be rolling a 2. From here to here, I'll roll a 3. From here to here will be a 4. From here to here will be a 5. And then over here will be my 6. I should extend it a little bit. There we go. All right. And then over here would be the number of times I rolled it. Number of times rolled. And then I'll go here. I have to range, obviously, my numbers from 0 through 6. So let's see. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so going back to my data. I rolled a 1 6 times. So on my 1 category, here's my 1. I rolled a 1, and I'm going to go up to 6. And I'm going to fill that in. Like I said, in a histogram, there's no spaces in between the bars. So I had rolled a 2 4 times. So here's my 2, and I'm going to go up to 4. There we go. Then I rolled a 3 0 times, so I'm going to leave nothing there. And then I rolled a 4 2 times. So here's my 4. I'm going to go up to the 2. I rolled a 5 twice. So here's my 5. Go up to the 2 mark. And then 6, I rolled 6 times. So here's my 6. I go up to 6. Like so. And this is my histogram. Like I said, a histogram is almost exactly like a bar graph. It just has no spaces. See how there's no space in between the 1 and the 2 and the 3, the 3 and the 4, the 4 and the 5 and the 5 and the 6. All right. Let's make another bar graph. This time I'm going to use some data that they gave me in the book. And it says that you are judging an paper airplane contest, and a contestant flies a paper airplane 20 times. And this is the data that we get. So I'm going to start by putting my title on here, and this is paper airplane contest. And I'm going to look at my data. I'm going to notice that my data ranges. Let's see, the biggest number is 23 is my biggest number. No, 24.5. There we go. Excuse me. 24.5 is my biggest. 24.5 feet. My smallest looks like it's going to be 12.5 feet. So I need to make sure it ranges. So here's my rectangle for my graph. And I'm going to have it range from at least 12.5 to 24. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to mark this off, and I'm going to say this is going to be how far it flew. And I'm going to mark it off. Let's go from, let's go by 5s maybe. But like I said, the smallest is at 12. So let's go from here to here will be, actually, let's go by 3s. Let's go 10 to 13. Let's go 14, 15, and 16. So 14 through 16 feet. Let's do 17, 18, and 19. So 17 through 19 feet. 20, 21, and 22. So 20 through 22 feet. And then we'll have 23, 24, and 25. All right. And this will be the number of times it flew that. So let's see, going back and looking at my data, how many times did my paper airplane go between 10 to 13 feet? Here's 1. One time. So I'm going to go back over here, put my tailing marks over here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully 9 will be enough. All right, so in between 10 and 13 feet was 1 time. So here's my box for 10 to 13 feet. All right, let's see how many times it reaches from 14 to 16 feet. Let's see. I think my data. 1, 2, twice. So we're going to say twice. So then we're going to make our bar go up to 2 from 14 to 16. All right. So now I guess I should say these should be 13. 13 to 16, 16 to 19, 19 to 22, 22 to 25. That's better. All right. 16 to 19. So anything bigger than 16. 16 to 19. Let's see my data. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. So 6 of them over here. So I'm going to make my go up to 6. There's my bar graph for that. All right, so 19 to 22. Let's see. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 there. So also going on my bar up to 6. There's the 6. 19 to 22. And then 22 to 25. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of them. So I have my bar graph going up to 4, and it looks like I did miss a number. I missed 12, so that would have been in the first category, so that should be up to a 2. So I'm just going to change that there. All right, so there is my histogram. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this and you understand how a histogram works. It's not too complicated. If you have any questions, just let me know. Have a good day, guys.